Now let us talk about Aquarius Ascendants and what's happening as far as year 2025 is concerned for Aquarius Ascendants. 2025 is the year of Mars, Mangal, because it adds up to number 9 that is ruled by Mars. Mars for you is your third lord and the 10th lord. So, from an effort point of view and work point of view, it is an important year for you. It is an eventful year as far as work related matters are concerned. The fire is going to rise, and this is going to be a fiery year. Of course, I expect a lot of events to happen in the second half of the year. Whether these events are good, not so good, of course, depends on the individual chart, your time period, and the kind of dashas that you're running and the yogas that are getting activated as far as your time period is concerned. This is one of the most unique videos that I'm making where I would keep into account and take into account the transit of Saturn, Rahu and Ketu, and also Jupiter. And whenever these four planets change signs, events are likely to occur. There are shifts of energies, there are massive shifts, houses get activated, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, and Jupiter. So whenever these planets such as Saturn, Rahu, and shadowy planets Rahu and Ketu make a change, events are likely to happen. And this is something I'm going to explain to you in this video. And of course, I'll give you some remedies, some tips, some tricks, and how to be better prepared as far as year 2025 is concerned. Let us begin with Saturn, who is your ascendant lord as well, your Lagnesha, lord of the ascendant. And for those who are Aquarius moon signs, you're entering your second phase of Sarasati, which means your first 2.5 years, you're entering your last phase of Sarasati, I'm sorry. That means there are only the 2.5 years that are left as far as Sarasati is concerned. And this is going to be very important, very instrumental for you. So, both for Aquarius ascendant signs and for the Aquarius moon sign, this is going to be an eventful transit of Saturn, which really focuses on the uprise. Okay, so there's an upward trend now in terms of growth, in terms of walking those steps. You've come a long way. Now you need to reach that mountain. You're on the last lap, and of course, you're very clear about the milestone, which is very much visible to you because this Saturn is going to increase your self-reflection. It is going to bring in personal growth and really make you introspect in a very deep manner. That is something which is encouraging. Your ascendant lord and 12th lord, so it rules yourself, your body, your vitality, your immunity. It's your lagna lord, who you are. It's also your 12th lord of your ability to donate, your expenditure, your higher self-consciousness, your self-awareness. It is making a transit in the second house. Lagnesha making a transit in the second house is natural dhan yoga or wealth yoga in transit. Your 12th lord making a transit in the second house is a yoga that will support managing your expenses. Of course, it could increase it, but it will support in managing your expenditure as well. Saturn in Pisces, your ascendant lord making a transit in the second house, will of course put a greater focus on financial well-being, financial wellness, and your self-reflection to create a secondary source of income or new sources of income. Okay, so this is something which you have to be mindful of as far as this particular Saturn's transit is concerned. One thing that you have to avoid during this time is because this could bring in a lot of coldness in your speech. Okay, so see, understand the energies of Rahu, Saturn. So Rahu is making a transit in your ascendant. Okay, so it will, of course, make you live in a world of illusion. Thankfully, this Rahu is in its own sign of Aquarius and it is being aspected by Jupiter. It will maybe make you live in a world of illusion. It could affect your decision making momentarily. But Saturn here is, of course, bringing some sort of coldness in your speech. So this is something which you have to keep in check. So make sure that you take care of it. Okay, make sure that you're leveraging these energies. Make sure that you're taking a well thoughtful decision. And of course, you take into account each parameter and of course the consequences, and you of course take into account all the pros and cons while deciding. If you're not sure, take advice, take support of others. This is going to help you in this way. Okay, now this Saturn's aspecting your fourth house by its third aspect of desire, of growth. And this third aspect, okay, would ensure that their growth related to your home comforts and property. So of course, if there's new investment in real estate, you can make it. There could be financial growth as well, or you would like to do some changes in your house. So you would definitely do some sort of renovation over the next 2 years. Massive changes in your house, big renovations, big shifts. You might also change residence over the maybe most likely in 2025, if not 2026. So that is also a huge possibility, making a shift. And of course, for those people who are looking forward to continue or maybe building up more, so you have an opportunity to increase your assets, your property, your real estate. Okay, so this is something which you could understand from Saturn's transit. It is also aspecting your 11th house by the 10th aspect of growth again. So gains, recognition of all kind, friends, network, expanding your influence, and of course, doing all of that. And this house is jointly aspected by Jupiter and Saturn. So 2025 is very important for you for material gains, material comfort, material growth, right? So this is something which is quite instrumental for you as far as this particular time period is concerned. And both Saturn and Jupiter are going to make this a priority for you. And this is something you have to watch out for. This is something which you have to be mindful of. It's an opportunity year for you, without a doubt, between May through October. It is the time to work, it is the time to create wealth, it is the time to attract wealth, and it is the time to put your power of labor, that is Shani, that is Saturn, in creating multiple sources of income. I would not say just one, but multiple, because Rahu would definitely give you expansive tendencies while it is in the ascendant being aspected by Jupiter. So it is an eventful year for you. It is an important year for you. Let us talk about Rahu and Ketu. What is happening? First and seventh house axis is where Rahu and Ketu are transiting. See, Rahu is your co-lagna lord. It's your co-lagnesha. So it's an important planet for you. And it is sitting in the ascendant. In case you have a strongly disposed Saturn in your chart, and if Rahu is making connections, good yogas, this these the next 18 months could be remarkable for you, could be full of events, particularly focusing on your personal hygiene, personal well-being, and of course your intelligence, your knowledge, your buddhi. There'll be a lot of focus on that, your body, your vitality. In case Saturn and Rahu are weak or afflicted, then this could be a little bit challenging for you. Ketu is your co-10th lord making a transit in the seventh house. It is supporting business opportunities. You need to support your partner needs to support you. So there is some relationship karma over the next 18 months. So Ketu gives separative tendencies here. So this is something which you have to be mindful of. Okay, and a little bit careful as far as the next 18 months. But this will depend on your dasha antardasha, whether Ketu is playing a role or not. But yes, from a business point of view, this could be a favorable time. Try to leverage, channelize the energies of Ketu appropriately. Remedy is in Jupiter. So if you use mantras related to Jupiter, any remedy related to Jupiter, that will keep both Rahu and Ketu in check and will help you channelize it appropriately. I'm going to come to Jupiter as well, but Ketu again, gives and brings in some sort of expansive tendencies. Of course, it creates a cut, it creates separation, it creates a sense of isolation from that matter. So you might want to isolate yourself from other people, from those people who are opposite to you. But Rahu there would have conflicting energies. It would want to expand. It would want to, meet up with as many people as it wants. So this is the kind of conflict which is there. So this would more or less depend on how you leverage and channelize these energies and look up to Jupiter as far as remedial measures or matters are concerned. But one thing is sure that there's relationship karma, there's partnership karma. Be very careful while signing agreements, while signing contracts, while of course signing some important paperwork. Read through the documents and make sure that you understand each and every aspect as far as the terms and conditions are concerned. These are the kind of energies that you could expect as far as Rahu Ketu's 1 and 7 axis is concerned. So there is transformation of yourself and your relationship, partnership, which could be quite active. For those who are likely to start new businesses, this could be potentially favorable time because your core 10th lord is making a transit in the 7th house. In case your dasha antardasha is supportive, this Ketu could actually support you during this time. So there is expression, there is a sense of balance that you need to have between your self-expressions, personal in relationships, and the need of bringing harmony in your life. This is the kind of calling which you must understand during this time. Let's talk about Jupiter. Jupiter is your 11th lord. and it is also your second lord. So for Aquarius ascendant, Jupiter plays a very important role in wealth related matters, and just Jupiter is making a transit in your fifth house in the sign of Gemini. This will really expand a lot of opportunities for you as far as learning, creativity is concerned, and will give you a diverse range of interests. So you would like to be, you would like to be interested in learning a number of things, your hobbies, and of course, those things which could bring you a source of income, because this is a natural dhan yoga in transit, your second lord and your 11th lord making a transit in the first house. This is wealth for future, so you're likely to have a rise in your income. So if you're expecting an increment, there could be a good increment in case your dasha antadasha is supportive. In case you're expecting a new source of income, there could be a good source. This could help you really, channelize these energies appropriately, and at the same time focus on what is working well for you to the best of your abilities as far as this particular time period is concerned. And this is what you could expect as far as energies of Jupiter are concerned in the fifth house. Now, this Jupiter is making a fifth special aspect to your ninth house. Okay, so ninth house, you will have learning related to ninth house, which is higher spiritual learning, spiritual education. Your dharma will be put at good use. Okay, so this is something which you must understand as far as this particular time period is concerned, because there will be a lot of learning related to ninth house matters. You need to stick to your dharma, you need to hold on to your dharma, and of course, protect your dharma. And there will be application in your first house, because this is the ninth special aspect of Jupiter. So your dharma trikona is very much active. Your 159, your fundamentals will be very clear. Your dharma will be very clear as far as this particular time period is concerned. And this is something which you have to be mindful of, which you have to be, of course, very much focused towards as far as this particular time period is concerned. You need to hold your dharma, and whatever you will learn, any higher learning you will apply for your personal development, for your personal growth. There will be greater focus on your health and well-being, because see, whenever Jupiter makes an aspect on the ascendant or placement in the ascendant, it really expands your body as well. So you need to watch out your weight, eat right, exercise each and every day, and make sure that you have a healthy, balanced diet as far as year 2025 is concerned. Otherwise, this could be a little bit struggling for you in terms of managing yourself and, of course, your body as well. So, this is something which you have to be mindful of as far as this particular year is concerned. Definitely, Jupiter is going to expand matters related to fifth house. So, there will be greater focus on children. Those who are wanting to have children or more children. So, of course, this is a favorable cycle for you, which could activate these energies. Future expansion, this is going to give you future wealth related expansion. So, you need to do a lot of financial management, budget management, cutting down your expenditure, and of course, thinking about creating new or additional sources of income, because this time period calls for financial prosperity, material life, because your 11th house is absolutely very much active by the double transit of Jupiter and Saturn. They are jointly aspecting your 11th house. So expand your network, influence people, create a good sense of impression on other people, and continue to focus on a diverse range of interests. So in case you have a strongly disposed Mercury in your chart, this could be a favorable transit for you. This could be a very much favorable year for you. Primarily, the remedy for you would be related to Jupiter this year or Mercury, which is your fifth lord. So either of the two could give you remedy for ensuring that you keep the Rahu and Ketu in check and you manage the first seven energies or the axis, which is very opposite in nature, because this is creating a lot of conflict as far as this particular axis is concerned. This needs to be kept into account. Worship Lord Shiva during this time, because Jupiter is making a transit in your fifth house. Jupiter is the significator of the fifth house. So, from that aspect, it is quite a positive transit from a financial standpoint. Okay, because both Jupiter and Saturn are giving you dhan yogas. Over the next couple of years, you could see a significant improvement in your financial position. Your health and well-being will improve because you will eat good food. There will be changes in your diet. You would like to bring in a sense of discipline in what you consume, what you eat, which will foster your health, which will foster your well-being. But Rahu's energies could, of course, make you indulge in certain things. That's something which you have to keep a check of, otherwise it could be detrimental towards your health and well-being. So keep that in check, and of course focus on doing what is right for you, what is in the best interest for your health and your well being. And may you have a very good and a blessed 2025.